Minnesota State picks up a 3-1 win over Michigan Tech, sweeping the Huskies on the weekend. And we're joined now by the head coach of the Mavericks, Mike Hastings. Mike, your thoughts on tonight's game?
Again, another battle. It was better to play with a lead, and I thought we did that. But then, as you knew, Tech would. They made a real hard push, I thought, in the back half of the first period, and as we ended up getting it to a 2-0 lead, and then took a penalty, and they cashed in on it. And from that point on, it was a chess match. There wasn't a lot of room, just like last night. You saw two teams that I think were really committed to playing from their end out. And, both teams end up getting a power play goal. And Nathan Smith, I thought, had an outstanding game tonight and had some support. Julian Napravnik, Cade Borchardt, Jake Livingstone had a really strong game for us. And Dryden McKay was there when we needed him. So it was a big weekend for us to get 5 or 6 points. So we feel fortunate.
Questions for Mike? Daniel McElroy.
Hey, Coach. Congrats on the wins this weekend. In a series like this, by the end of it, you could tell that guys were getting tired and reaching more with their sticks. Do you want to talk a little bit about the importance of the conditioning in a series like this?
It's a good point by you. First of all, thanks. Second, it was a concern of mine based upon what had transpired for us over the last 10 days to 2 weeks with some of the influenza and different things that we were dealing with. And so you wonder about that. And I've had such a belief and faith in Tommy Ankrot, our strength coach, and how he prepares our athletes day in and day out, even through what we went through and preparing them this week. I thought we had some gas left in the tank, but when we lost Souter, obviously we had to shorten our bench with our forward group. And they found a way, but it was a battle. When you play a team as heavy as Tech, they're gonna take energy away from you, and they did for their physicality, and then us having to defend that we needed to defend. I thought both teams were running out of gas here at the end.
Kevin Dudley, you're up.
Mike, another goal disallowed in this game. I thought that was a key moment for a few reasons. They had been pushing in the second. And it seemed like that can go either way, depending on how your team responds. And it seemed like your guys responded well. Did you think that was a key moment in the game?
Yeah, it was. We're getting used to those going a different direction, and I haven't seen it. So, I'm assuming they made the correct call. But I did like the way that we handled it. I thought we played with poise, even though we had a lead and kind of bent, but didn't break. And I'll credit our defensive core. I thought we had some guys make some poise plays over the last three. I think it was 3-12 once we had the face-off in our own end. And so you need to be able to win games like that, especially when you have a lead in the third period. And I thought we did a good job of managing it.
Daniel, you have another question?
Do you have an update on Souter?
Just that he's probably going to be, I don't know. Well, I haven't talked to Doc yet, but let's just put it this way. It wasn't razor burn. He's dinged up a little bit. I don't know to what level.
Kevin Dudley.
Coach, last night's game was physical, but I thought tonight it was even more so. I think you could sense the desperation from them not wanting to have you guys get 3 points tonight. How do you feel like you guys dealt with that? Because not every game I don't think is as physical as tonight's was.
No, tonight, and we, just going on history and what you've seen out of Tech so far this year, and they're a really good hockey team. And if you're going to beat them, you're going to have to earn it. And we had some things that went our way tonight, but I thought we went out and earned it. We were physical; they were physical. It's two good hockey teams battling, and I think that's playoff hockey. I think we're going to have to be prepared for that next weekend. We're going to a place that hasn't been real kind to us up in Bemidji. And again, it's going to be a battle there too. And I think going through our league here in the first half, you're finding you don't have many nights off.
Last question for Mike, if we have one.
Yeah, one more. It's not often that you guys get outshot. Do you think your defense was lacking a little bit in this game, or was it just them playing a little bit better?
No, I think you've got to give credit to Tech. They're hard to play against. They had no time and space. They swarm you in the offensive zone. They're willing to give up on themselves some block shots. No, I'm happy with the way our guys played. I think it was every inch out there was hard to gain, and so we had some very good opportunities to extend the lead. Whether it was a post or whether it was a backdoor, a bobbled puck. I thought we had some opportunities to get it to more than just a 1-goal game after they got it to 2-1, but we didn't. And I like that we stuck with it. So I'm pretty happy with the way the guys played tonight on both sides of the puck.
Mike, congratulations on the sweep. Good luck next weekend at Bemidji State.
Thank you.
Thanks. We're going to bring in Jake Livingstone here. Joined now by sophomore defenseman Jake Livingstone. Jake, your thoughts on the win tonight over a tough Michigan Tech team?
Oh, it's good. It's always nice when you get a weekend sweep on a good hockey team, especially in our league. So I thought it was good. We played pretty good as a team and kind of held it together at the end and played good defensive hockey. So that's always good.
Questions for Jake Livingstone, Kevin Dudley?
Jake, I think coming into the weekend, one of the big things to watch was their penalty kill, it being so good, over 90% on the season. You guys were able to get a power play goal tonight. I think that made a big impact early. Talk about the importance of getting a power play goal on them.
Yeah, I mean, it's huge, especially in the first there to kind of get us rolling as a team. Usually when we get a 1-goal advantage or something, usually we're kind of grinding and we're doing a good job of staying ahead of them. So it's always good to get the first goal, especially on the power play.
Daniel, do you have a question for Jake?
Yeah, Jake, congrats on the win tonight. You lead the defenseman on the Mavericks in goals. You want to talk a little bit about being more of an offensive defenseman here?
Yeah, I mean, I think it just has a lot to do with the forwards and kind of the guys I'm playing with. Like tonight, I played a lot with Keto, and I got a lot of trust in him to kind of have my back, and I got a lot of trust in forwards. Like Nathan made a really good pass that a lot of guys in this league probably wouldn't make, and they wouldn't see me. So, I mean, I just got to have trust in them, and they got to have trust in me that when I'm calling for them, I'm open. So we got a lot of trust in each other, and it just makes our lives easier.
Kev, do you have another question?
Jake, you guys got a goal disallowed, and I know that momentum wise, that can be, a swing sometimes, but it seemed like you guys responded really well. Did you agree with that, and how important of a moment in the game do you think that was?
Yeah, I believe it was pretty huge. I mean, that's not our first one this year, so we've kind of battled through that adversity a couple times now. So we're getting used to it a little bit, which is not always a good thing, but I mean, hopefully it helps us in the long run.
Daniel, you have another question? Kevin, do you have a final question for Jake?
Jake, I think this weekend, all these games, people are fighting, but the physical nature of these games, it had a playoff type feel. Do you think playing in games like this and succeeding, that these are ones you can draw on, come March and April playoff time?
Yeah, I think they're fun too. Like I find it, a lot of guys would say they find it easier to play in those hard games because it's easier to get up for, and it's more fun just to play and get into the game. So those are always fun to play for sure.
Jake, thanks very much. Congratulations on the sweep. Good luck next weekend at Bemidji State.
Thanks, guys.